Hello, today I'll be talking about Roselia, the only grass poison type Pokemon introduced in Gen 3, and the only Pokemon to receive a pre-evolution and evolution in the same generation, being later than that of its debut generation. Starting in Gen 4, Roselia is the evolution of Badoo, who evolves when leveled up with High Friendship. Its previous PYC dates are January 6th, 1997, October 28th, 1999, August 18th, 2002, June 8th, 2005, March 29th, 2008, January 18th, 2011, November 8th, 2013, August 29th, 2016, June 20th, 2019, and April 10th, 2022. I like Roselia's design. I think it's clever. While it originated in Gen 3, I think I most remember it from my time playing Pokemon Pearl. Although I do remember Drew, a notable owner of a Roselia in the anime, so I likely have vague memories of Roselia in the Gen 3 era of the anime. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Roselia, the thorn Pokemon, whose number is 0315. This is what it looks like. Type is Grass Poison. Abilities, Natural Cure or Poison Point. Leaf Guard is its hidden ability. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 150 or 29.5%. Breeding is 8 groups Fairy and Grass. Hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 1 foot or 0.3 meters. Weight is 4.4 pounds or 2 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 152 in Gen 3 through 4 and 140 in 5+. Living rate is medium slow. EV yield is 2 in special attack. 1 in Gen 3 was its total, and then also it was its special attack. Shape is that, footprint is that. Pokedex color is green, and base friendship is 70. Roselia is a dual-type grass/poison Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It evolves from Badoo when leveled up with High Friendship during the day, and evolves into Roserade when exposed to a shiny stone. Biology: Roselia is a small, light green bipedal Pokemon. It has 3 thorns on top of its head, and it has black eyes with long eyelashes. Visible from the back is a small stretch of yellow coloration around its neck. There are leaves extending from its shoulders like epaulets. It has a leaf skirt with a yellow stripe running down the front. A male will have a shorter leaf than a female. It holds a rose in each of its hands, a red one in its right and a blue one in its left. However, it is said that it will occasionally have unusually colored flowers. Roselia's aroma brings serenity, but the thorns on its head contain a vicious poison. The more healthy it is, the more pleasant its flower's aroma. It shoots sharp thorns at anything that tries to steal its flowers, and uses different poisons in each hand when it attacks. It lives in grassy areas where it drinks nutrient-rich spring water. Roselia's thorns are used as part of an old tradition, challenging an opponent to a duel by sending these thorns. In Gen 3, Grass Whistle was its signature move, but other Pokemon could still inherit it by breeding. Evolution: Roselia evolves from Badoo and evolves into Roserade, so Badoo, Roselia, Roserade. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Roselia is a minor character who is a resident of Serene Village alongside her child Badoo, and had a brief period of being unwell but soon recovered. Pokedex entries in Gen 3 and Ruby. Roselia shoots sharp thorns as projectiles at any opponent that tries to steal the flowers on its arms. The aroma of this Pokemon brings serenity to living things. Sapphire. A Roselia is said to appear with its flowers in unusual colors. The thorns on this Pokemon's head contains a vicious poison. Emerald. A Roselia that drinks nutritionally rich spring water blooms with lovely flowers. The fragrance of its flowers has the effect of making its foes careless. Via red and leaf green. Its flowers give off a relaxing fragrance. The stronger its aroma, the healthier the Roselia is. In Gen 4, Diamond. Roselia raised on clean drinking water are known to grow vividly colored flowers. Pearl. The beautiful flowers on its arms have toxic thorns. Don't even think about picking those flowers. Platinum. The more healthy the Roselia, the more pleasant its flower's aroma. Its scent deeply relaxes people. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Roselia that drink nutritionally rich spring water are said to reveal rare coloration when they bloom. In Gen 5, Black and White is basically Platinum's entry, but Roselia is now the correct casing. Black 2 and White 2. It uses the different poisons in each hand separately when it attacks. The stronger its aroma, the healthier it is. In Gen 6, X is Black 2 and White 2's entry. Y is basically Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry, but Roselia is now the correct casing. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Roselia and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 8, Sword is basically Fire Red and Leaf Green's entry, but Roselia is now the correct casing. Shield is Black 2, White 2, and X's entry. Brilliant Diamond is basically Diamonds, but Roselia is now the correct casing. Shining Pearl is its Pearl counterpart. Legends Arceus. Though beautiful, it has highly poisonous thorns. There is an old tradition in my homeland wherein one would send these thorns to an opponent to challenge them to a duel. Game locations. Side game locations. In events, Held items in Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver get the Poison Barb 5% of the time. Black 2 and White 2 get the Poison Barb 5% of the time. And the Absorb Bulb in the Dark Grass only 1% of the time. In X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Moon, Sword, Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, you get the Poison Barb 5% of the time. In Legends Arceus, normal, you get Hardy Grains 35% of the time, Vivid Choke 15% of the time, and Great Items by level. Alpha, you get EXP Candy M 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 20% of the time, and Great Items by level. Still don't know how the math works. Stats, base stats, HP 50, attack 60, defense 45, special attack 100, special defense 80, speed 65 for a total of 400. Pokeathlon stats, type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, poison, ground, rock, Bug, Ghost, Steel, Dragon, and Dark. Weak to Flying, Fire, Psychic, and Ice, all for double, immune to nothing. Resistant to Fighting, Water, Electric, and Fairy for half, and Grass for a fourth. Learn set by leveling up in Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Because you can hypothetically have a level 2 Roselia, we'll start with this Evo here and then go down. Upon evolution, you get Poison Sting, 5 Mega Drain, 10 Leech Seed, 15 Magical Leaf, 20 Toxic Spikes, 25 Sweet Scent, 30 Giga Drain, 35 Synthesis, 40 Toxic, 45 Petal Blizzard, 50 Aromatherapy, 55 Ingrain, and 60 Petal Dance. For Legends Arceus, what we'll do is start at 6. So, at level 6, it learns Absorb and masters it at level 15. At 11, it learns Poison Powder and masters it at 20. At 18, it learns Stun Spore and masters it at 28. 25, it learns Venoshock and masters it at 35. At 34, it gets Poison Jab and masters it at 45. At 43, it gets Energy Ball and masters it at 54. At level 52, it gets Petal Dance and masters it at 64. By TM/TR in Sword and Shield, TM 07, Pin Missile, 10 Magical Leaf, 11 Solar Beam, 21 Rest, 24 Snore, 25 Protect, 28 Giga Drain, 31 Attract, 33 Rain Dance, 34 Sunny Day, 39 Facade, 40 Swift, 46 Weather Ball, 50 Bullet Seed, 74 Venoshock, and 76 Round. By the TRs, TR00 Swords Dance, 1 Body Slam, 20 Substitute, 22 Sludge Bomb, 23 Spikes, 26 Endure, 27 Sleep Talk, 33 Shadow Ball, 35 Uproar, 54 Toxic Spikes, 57 Poison Jab, 59 Seed Bomb, 65 Energy Ball, 71 Leaf Storm, 72 Power Whip, 77 Grass Knot, and 92 Dazzling Gleam. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, TM06 Toxic, 9 Bullet Seed, 11 Sunny Day, 17 Protect, 18 Rain Dance, 19 Giga Drain, 21 Dazzling Gleam, 22 Solar Beam, 30 Shadow Ball, 32 Double Team, 36 Sludge Bomb, 42 Facade, 44 Rest, 45 Attract, 53 Energy Ball, 58 Endure, 70 Flash, 75 Swords Dance, 77 Psych Up, 82 Sleep Talk, 84 Poison Jab, 86 Grass Knot, 87 Swagger, 90 Substitute, and 93 Cut. By breeding in Sword and Shield, this group gives you Cotton Spore, this group gives you Extra Sensory, this group gives you Life Dew, this group gives you Razor Leaf, this group gives you Sleep Powder, this group gives you Synthesis, but it can only get it if it hatched as a Badoo. In Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, this group gives you Cotton Spore, this group gives you Extra Sensory, this group gives you Leaf Storm, this group gives you Life Dew, Breloom gives you Mind Reader, this group gives you Pin Missile, this group gives you Power Whip through Chain Breeding, this group gives you Razor Leaf, this group gives you Seed Bomb, this group gives you Sleep Powder, this group gives you Spikes, and this group gives it Synthesis. By tutoring in Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, in the Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, you can get Grassy Glide. It's a physical Grass-type move. Its power is 70, accuracy is 100, and PB has 20. In Legends Arceus, you can get Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, Magical Leaf, Poison Jab, Rest, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Spikes, and Swift. By a prior evolution, you get nothing. By transfer from another generation, in Gen 4, you get Captivate, that doesn't work anymore. From Gen 6 and 7, you get Confide, 5 through 7 Covet, 5 and 6 Cut, 3 through 7 Double Team, 3 Double Edge, 4 through 7 Flash, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 Frustration, that doesn't work anymore, 3 and 4 Fury Cutter, 3 through 7 Grass Whistle and Hidden Power, neither work anymore, 3 Mimic, 4 through 7 Mind Reader, 3 and 4 Bud Slap, 4 through 7 Natural Gift, that doesn't work anymore, 6 and 7 Nature Power, 3 Nightmare, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 Psych Up, 3 through 7 Return, that doesn't work anymore, 3, 4, and 6 you get Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 Swagger, 3 in an event Sweet Kiss, and 4 through 7 Water Sport, that doesn't work anymore. TCG only moves, Headbutt on this card, side game data, you got all this, okay. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmi in the browser entry. It attacks by scattering pollen. Guardian Signs, it launches leaf blades around itself. In Pokemon Go, Roselia can be obtained by completing 1/4 of the ticketed special research, Stop and Smell the Roselia. Evolution data, Badoo, level up with High Friendship during the day, you get Roselia. I guess it could be Brad holding the Rose Incense, presumably either of them can do that. In the Shiny Stone, you get Roserade. Sprites, you get Ruby, or doesn't, I mean, this is sort of a gray instead of the light green. That's the big difference, I'd say. And then these are probably different colors overall, everything else here. Shiny is gold, and it has purple and black flowers. That's kind of fun. Yeah. And I don't know that I've never really noticed the like fingers almost on the like the stems of the flower. Interesting. And Gen 4, you get the gender difference. The male is smaller than the female. Yeah. Then these. Yeah, not really much changes. This becomes a little more like the green. It's kind of, yeah, back kind of now to the light green. I don't think quite the modern one, though. Yep. And the eyes. I can't really tell before in these, but, yeah, in Platinums, the eyes, are like the pupils are like green, and then they're yellow for like the skin, like the skin color in this one. Yep. These get the full back sprite. Yeah. And they look basically the same for male and female, even though they probably shouldn't, because this one's longer leaf. But I guess it's like the tip of the leaf that's longer, not necessarily the actual bottom part, but yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe it looks a little different when it's jumping. In Gen 6, you got the models now, and the modern greens, and this is, oh, that's kind of, I like that much more subtle, kind of yellow-green kind of color. That's nice. Feels much more like a plant. Pretty good models. You know, they seem to have white eyes now, white pupils. Interesting. But yeah. And then they go back to maybe having the skin color pupils again. I can't really tell. Then no, they're white now. Okay. And then the better models in Sword and Shield here. Yeah. That's interesting that stays yellow, like the middle part. Like throughout all of these, it still stays that kind of bright yellow. That's interesting. That doesn't like tone it down, like, or at least for the shiny, like it doesn't change that bright yellow for the shiny. In Legends Arceus, got these models. Interesting kinda, yeah, detail compared to the Sword and Shield ones. Yeah. Homes, you got these models. It seems to be maybe a different yellow at this point. Sort of a more faded yellow compared to this bright yellow. Interesting. In animation, Roselia in Pokemon the series, Diamond and Pearl. Drew's Roselia is the big one, and Nando's Roselia is another big one. Got all these. Pokedex entries. I've already recorded this one for the anime section, so I'll let Ash's Pokedex read it.
Roselia, the thorn Pokemon. Roselia's aroma can bring serenity, but the thorns on its head contain a vicious poison.
In the manga, Roselia in Pokemon Adventures. Okay. In the TCG, trivia, Roselia is the only Pokemon to receive both a pre-evolved form and an evolved form in the same generation outside of its debut generation. Roselia and its evolved form are the only Poison-type Pokemon in the Fairy Egg group. In 2007, employees of Nintendo of America put Heracross up on the Global Trade Station for a Japanese Roselia. Roselia is one of 14 Pokemon that one can collect for and Pokedex entries for in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Origin, Roselia may be based on rose bushes, its humanoid design connection to flowers, and one of its egg groups suggest that it may also be based on fairies. While red and blue are known rose colors, the two specifically together could be referencing hydrangeas, which produce red or blue flowers depending on the pH level of the soil. Name origin, Roselia, may be a combination of rose, azalea, and camellia in other languages. Related articles, external links, let's move on. Now let's watch Roselia's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 307. Now that's Flower Power. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, the main character, shouting companions Brock, May, and Max, have come to Slateport City, where May intends to enter a Pokemon contest. Here she has met Drew, who has challenged her to a battle. He also is joining the contest. And May has sent out her Beautifly, and he's sending out his Roselia. I would say that is Roselia's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Roselia. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead, we're looking at DVR fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Roselia. So this is Roselia by Wiz Diana. this cool Roselia here. Looks to be female, assuming this was after the gender difference. Yes, it seems to be, spinning some petals in the air. That's pretty good. It's very well done. Then we've got Roselia, no 315 by Goth Yvonne. So it's this nice drawing of a Roselia here. Nice flowers and yes, like the background's pretty good, very fitting. Then this doesn't contain a Roselia, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to wait until I've talked about Nummel before I can catch a Roselia. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Gulpin. As always, this is my proper outfit and you'll see me tomorrow.